Hi, I'm Melissa,
And I'm Amber.
and you're listening to the AM Podcast. So, this week we are getting in our feels again and highlighting another set of songs that make us feel something. However, this time all the songs we chose are slow songs and are from Korean girl groups and women soloists. So, let's start with the first song. So, the first song is I Will Go to You Like the First Snow, which is sung by Ailey. Amber, what are your thoughts about this song?
I have loved this song since I first heard it, and I always thought it was very beautiful, and I love Ailey's vocals in the song. I always thought her voice sounds best when she's singing ballads. So that's enough about Ailey. Um, but I like this song because I think I really love this song because I watched Goblin, and after watching Goblin, it just gave like a whole new meaning to the song because it just fits so perfect with the storyline of the drama. And so yeah, I really love it. I have it on my playlist and I listen to it all the time. On my little slow playlist. You know, when you studying or working or whatnot and you can't get too distracted. I don't know why I told you guys that. Welcome into my life, everyone. So yeah, that's all.
Well, I mean, it's good to know, like in what certain situations that one may listen to certain songs. So I think it's good that you put that bit of a personal touch, really, and let us in a little bit on your life and how you listen to songs.
Yeah, I mostly listen to songs when I need just background noise, but because sometimes, okay, this is really off topic, but sometimes I can't listen to like a hype song when I'm working because I'll start dancing and singing the song and not paying attention to what I'm doing. And so the slow songs are like I can sing along to them, but you can still like focus because they don't make you want to move. They just make you want to sing along, and you can continue to type or do whatever you need to do. So yeah, okay, back on track, Melissa. What did you think about this song?
Oh, okay, because I was about to say something too.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. About this song.
No, go ahead.
Well, because I was just gonna say, it's interesting that you said that because I actually can't listen to slow songs when I'm working because it makes me feel sleepy. Because I listen to like more like the more upbeat songs and just have it on like low because it keeps me like I don't know, it keeps me like in that focus mode personally because it's like I don't know, slow songs I just feel like I'm typing but I'm not really like paying attention. But I don't know, the upbeat songs like it keeps me the rhythm, that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like this rhythm was working. Like, okay, I'm typing, I'm analyzing this data, and I don't know, like it keeps me moving along. So it's interesting that it's the opposite for you.
Well, yeah, I think okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, when we were like, we're all in COVID and pandemic, and we all working from home. But I feel like when I was at the office, the only time when I would listen to upbeat music was on Fridays. And maybe that's just because it was like it's the end of the week and I'm ready to go. And so I'm just like jamming out to music. Anyways, that's the last thing I have to say. Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, so back to the song. Back to our actual episode. Yeah, it's interesting because I think even though the song is like known for being one of the famous songs from Goblin, I don't think that was the first. I think the first time I heard this song was just looking for like other Ailey songs. And it wasn't until later that I heard it on Goblin, which I thought was interesting. But I got into K-dramas like really late in the game anyways, because I think that drama came out like years ago. And so that could be that it also. But anyway, so for the song, I love the song because it sounds so heartbreaking. Because I love the strings. I don't know. I think almost all of the songs that we've chose has like some strings in there somewhere. But I mean, honestly, if you think about it, it makes sense that these songs would have like pianos and strings and guitars, which are also strings. But anyways, because those like evoke like emotions in people and pull out certain emotions in people. So I guess that makes sense. But anyways, you already mentioned, that Ailey already has like a really beautiful voice and like she sounds really good with ballads. And I completely agree with that. She has a very strong voice. And I love the dynamics that she has in this song in particular, and it really showcases how big her range is because she starts off, you know, really soft in the beginning, and then she ends, you know, with the bang, with like these really strong like notes, and it really and she really conveys the emotions in this song really well. Um, so when I was looking at the lyrics, I was wondering if this song was from the goblin's point of view, because it starts off, well, one part of it says, you know, I liked it so much watching over you. And then later on, he talks about, you know, in the dark eternity and that long wait. And I think that later part is where I was kind of like, okay, yeah, this has to be from his point of view, because the whole concept of this drama is, you know, he's waited like centuries. I don't know if it's centuries. It was a very long time. I feel like I have a feeling it was like centuries. I could be wrong, but he's waited years to find the person who. Wow, I forgot the I forgot the plot of this drama. But wasn't it like he was waiting? I know he was waiting. He was waiting for someone to pull the sword out of him.
The goblin's bride had to pull it out, and she was the
Right.
bride.
Right.
And only she could see the sword.
Right. Okay. So
it's the finger for me. When you guys could see her, she like was pointing every time she was like, right. When you could see her.
It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. It's been a little while since I've seen it. And so with that being said, this song does fit very perfectly with this drama, and Ailey sings it beautifully. Mm-hmm. And that's all I had to say about that. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on with this song before we moved on?
No, I just that. Yeah, I said what I said. Never mind. Yeah, I have nothing else to say.
Oh, okay. Well, the next song that we wanted to highlight is "Come Back Home," the unplugged version from 2NE1. I was planning on doing that. Oh, sorry. Amber?
Yeah?
What did you think about this song?
I think 2NE1 expressed the vibe of the song through their vocals very well. I like this version of the song, even though it makes the song like more sad. Just because like the unplugged version fits the lyrics to me. And it's just crazy because like the song is like basically about them like waiting for someone to come back to them even after they left them, but like they're not going to come back and they haven't really moved on. And so I think one of the most shocking lyrics for me is when like it's like the end of, I think that's CL's rap, and it says, "I'm your queen, you're my ruler." And I think I think the choice of using ruler instead of king is very interesting, because it's like that person still has so much control over them, even though they are no longer by their side. Like they're gone, like they've moved on.
Oh, wow.
But like there's just so much like control over their emotions, and like they even say like they're waiting for this person. I think that's what it says. I think at some point it says waiting or something, and they're waiting for them to come back. And so it's just like crazy that like there's like this control. And so yeah, I've always liked this song though. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Well, before I like give my thoughts, I guess I just wanted to touch on that also. Before I forgot, the part where it was CL's rap where she was talking about like the queen and the ruler, and it was interesting. I didn't think about it that deeply when I first heard it. I was just like, oh, that's a little weird. Why would you want someone to have that kind of control over you? Like, but that makes sense because they are yearning because she's yearning for that person to come back, because I don't know. Well, no, because the person has so much control over them, and that it seems like this person has so much control of them that this person affected their mental state so much that she thinks of that person as their ruler and not like their king, because the king and a queen I feel like are like on the same level, whereas someone who's a ruler, it seems like you said, would have like more control over like over someone or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I never thought about it that deeply until you said that. That's all I was gonna say about that. I agree with you that I like the unplugged version better than the regular one. It has a very different vibe, and I feel like the unplugged version, it goes a lot better with the theme of this song. um it's more, it's more emotional, especially with like the fact that they're talking about missing someone and waiting for someone to come back to them. And it could be, the guitar and the strings too, because like I said, earlier, I feel like that those instruments really just evoke emotions in general. So I really like this version. And also all of them just sound really amazing on this song too. I feel like in the regular version you don't really hear, I guess because of all of the extra stuff that's going on in the background, you can't really hear all of their like voices come through. And this one you can. And yeah, I like this version better. I don't know. Um and yeah, I think that's all I have to say because I already talked about the lyrics. Um why do you I was I did have a question. uh why do you think that the person isn't coming back? Was there something in the lyrics that said that they weren't coming back?
If you give me 1 second to look at the lyric again, I can tell you.
Okay, I suppose I could wait.
Okay, thank you. 21. Hold on, let me just put the phone down. Why did I say that? Okay. I guess when maybe it's just an assumption. Wait. Okay, yeah. So looking at it, it might just be an assumption. That's just the vibe that I got from it. But I guess technically it doesn't say that they're not coming back. But it just feels like, I don't know, cause like I think this is CL's rap, but it says the only thing left here is your shadow. My longing for you tortures me more than my loneliness. And so to me, it's like, I don't know, they're just not there. And it says, I'm still waiting for you. Now you gotta do what you got. I don't know. Now you gotta do what you gotta do is for.
Yeah, I guess that could insinuate that the person isn't coming back, because if they got to do what they got to do, maybe what they got to do is leave them and go off and do what they need to do.
Yeah, I think
because they can't do what they need to do when they're with them.
Yeah, I think that's just my assumption, because they never say, I don't think, unless I'm misinterpreting the words, I don't think they ever said that the person said they'll come back to them. They just, it's just something about, oh, I miss you. Oh, and then they were also like, you coldly turned around, you're gone away. It's like, why you're gone away. But then I was also wondering, a question that just popped in my head is, now you gotta do what you gotta do. I wonder if that's like either to the person, or are they talking to themselves? Like, okay, well, like they're still waiting, so I guess now you have to either wait or you can move on. I don't know if it's like talking to them or talking to a person, but I don't know. But I guess the true answer to your question is that it was assumption, and based on that assumption, that's how I interpreted the lyrics.
Okay, well, I was just wondering. All right, well, moving on to the next song, we have To-Do List by Hyolyn. So, Amber, what were your thoughts about this song?
I love the simplicity of this song, just using like the guitar, and I think there was a bass in there too, throughout. So it was like very just simple. Her voice, I don't know. I love songs like that. So I don't know, they always just add something to it. And so when I was listening to the song, looking at the lyrics, to me, the song's about her not being able to come to terms with a breakup and not wanting to like face it. So as much as she could like put it off as much as she could each day, she was fine with that. But like, she knows it's something to do. I think one of my favorite one of my favorite lyrics from the song is, I hate you so much like this, but I can't throw away a single memory, because if I forget everything, then it'll become like it never happened. And I think that like really solidifies that like she's really not ready to get over it. Like she wants to keep remembering this person, and yeah, she's just not ready. And I think it's also interesting. I think I may be remembered in lyrics wrong, but I think it's the chorus. She said like written in tiny words, like it's like she has to get over him. And so it's just like it just solidifies that like this is just something she needs to do, but she's not ready to do it. But yeah. What did you think?
I think that answered one of my questions that I had. Because I was trying to figure out like, does she like not really want to like I guess break up or go through, or I don't know. I didn't know if it was like breaking up or going through the emotions of breaking up, or I don't know. Because she said it was last on her list, and I was like, why is it last on your list? I mean, so to that, to me that also signified that she wasn't ready to maybe move on. Because normally when we do our to-do list, we prioritize like the things that we want to do that are important to us like first. So I just thought I was trying to figure out why she had put it last, and I think you just probably to answer that question. So yeah, I wasn't sure if this was about. Part of me was trying to figure. I was trying to figure out if this was like a breakup with the actual person, or if it was about her breakup with Sistar. And I guess the reason why I was thinking that maybe it was about the breakup with Sistar, because I couldn't find the actual. There may have been like an interview or something that she did after the song came out, but I couldn't find it because all I found was a teaser. It was like a teaser interview for a to-do list. I didn't actually find the regular, like the actual interview. But anyways, and the leading question before she did before the song came out was, is Kyolin the reason that Sistar broke up? And then it went into this song. I was like, so is this about Sistar, or is this about an actual breakup with someone?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I didn't find the interview. But I just thought that maybe that this was about that breakup because of the teaser I saw. But about the song itself, of course, Hyolyn has a very beautiful voice. Thought the song was really pretty, and I liked that there wasn't any flourishment or anything in the background that again allowed her voice to shine through. I feel like I've said that like every song so far, but I really do like that because it, like you said, I think you said that it kind of gets the message across and or something similar to that. But like, and you like the simplicity of it, which I agreed with. And also, because I guess I could understand your perspective that this could probably be about a breakup with someone else. When I saw the music video, it seemed like there was like a interesting juxtaposition where she's talking about how breaking up and she doesn't really want to do it, but then at the same time it shows like every clip is of her like working and building her solo career. And I just thought it was kind of interesting because at first I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a slap in the face to the person that she's talking about, because it's like she's basically saying, and everything in the lyrics she says that oh, I've been kind of busy and whatever, like I think in the beginning, and it just made me think that yeah, she has like better things to do than to just sit around and think about this person. So I don't know. So I kind of like that juxtaposition, because it could have been just her sitting like by herself and singing this, and which made it seem like it would have made it seem more lonely, I think. But the fact that it's clips of her like actively working, and you saw clips of her practicing her new songs, and so I just thought that was an interesting juxtaposition in the music video to the lyrics. I think that's all I had to say. Okay, well, the next song that we wanted to highlight is "Breathe" by Lehigh. So, Amber, what are your thoughts about this song? Why do you like this song?
Oh, I've always loved this song. I think honestly, I think I love this song because I think this is the first song that got introduced to Lehigh. So yeah. So I love her voice. Her voice sounds great in this song. Her voice always sounds great in slower songs, anyways, but also some of her fast songs. Anyway, we're talking about this song. Yeah, so like I love this song. I love everything about it. And reading the lyrics, to me, this is kind of like telling the person, like telling a person is like, hey, it's okay. Like, I see you. I see what you're going through. And although there isn't anything that like I can personally say or do, I'm here for you. And I think that's a good message because, you know, like everyone's going through something. And, you know, sometimes they don't want to tell people, but they just kind of hope that like maybe someone's seeing it and it can like kind of be there or whatever. And a lyric that sticks out to me is like the very last lyric where it says like you're doing wait, that's a lie. That's not what it says. It doesn't say you're doing. It says it says you really do a good job. No. Amber, what? I'm gonna redo that sentence. Okay. A lyric that sticks out to me is the lyric that says you really did a good job. Which in my opinion, which goes back to acknowledging them and how they're doing. I think kind of just telling them like, even though you're, you know, you might be having a bad day, you might be going through some things. At the end of the day, you're doing good. Because even in the lyrics, I think it mentions like it's okay to make mistakes and stuff like that. So I think they're just kind of reassuring them like it's okay to mess up. It's okay to have a bad day, but at the end of the day, you're doing a great job, you know? So yeah, I really like that song. It's like an encouraging song. So yeah, I'm done talking. Go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, no, I agree. It's especially in this time that we're in right now. I feel like this type of song is a type of song that people should listen to, because you know we're all just trying to survive out here, and sometimes you just need someone to just reassure you and be like, it's okay. Like you're it's the things that you're feeling. It's okay. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to not be okay. Yeah. So yeah. For me, as for the song, like you said, I just think I agree with everything you said. I just think it's a very beautiful song. And interestingly, I saw an interview with Lehigh, and she was saying how this song came about, or she was interested in doing this kind of song because she herself was having, she called them mini panic attacks. And so she really wanted to sing a song that had to deal with like breathing. And so I thought that was interesting. And it's interesting that this song came about when she herself was going through something very personal. And when I was listening to the song, I listened to it just a few times, and I thought it was interesting how the words are kind of like staccato, because it reminds me of like kind of like when people are like you're trying to catch their breath, and the song's called Breathe. So I was like, did they do that intentionally, or because if they did, that's pretty cool and it's pretty genius. So I really love that concept in the song. The lyrics, I really like the very beginning lyrics, because of the visualization that people can get. Anyways, so I like the beginning because it says, take a deep breath until both sides of your heart get numb, until it hurts a little. Let out your breath even more until you feel like there's nothing left inside. And I was like, wow, like how like visual is that? Like you can, because like we breathe like on a normal basis, and like the fact that the songwriter really singled out like the action of breathing, like as like the beginning lyrics. I was like, wow, like it was just so poignant. Is that the word poignant? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I mean, I know the word, I just don't know if I'm saying it right. But anyways, it was just, this is genius songwriting in my opinion. Um, and of course, the songwriter is, well, I don't know if it's of course, but the songwriter was Jonghyun from SHINee. And it was kind of sad knowing that he wrote this song, knowing, what he went
Mm-hmm.
through. And so one of the things I was thinking is that, this song, him writing the song, it's almost like he was writing it to kind of manifest the words that he wanted to hear from someone else when he was probably going through a very tough
Mm-hmm.
time. And so it's very sad, but on the, so even though, that's kind of sad to think about, on the other hand, it's like, it's a blessing that he was able to put his thoughts down on paper prior to him passing, because it's, how do I say it? Because, like, so many people are going through, at least in some point in their life, they go through these emotions themselves. And so, yeah.
I agree with you.
That didn't close out anything that I said, because I don't know, I guess, how to close it out. But yeah, like it's just that, never mind, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it is, I don't know, that kind of gives a whole new meaning. Because, okay, let me rethink my thoughts. Let me start. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I agree with you because I didn't know that this song was written by him. And so, like, knowing everything that happened and all that now, it does add like a new meaning to it because, yeah, that's all I want to say. It just has a new meaning to it. And so, yeah, I hope people can listen to this song and like it helps them as well. Um, so yeah, you just kind of know people are listening. They're there, like even if you don't think like someone's there. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't like sum it up. That basically, like, the circumstances that him, passing away is sad, but by him writing this song, other people are able to get something out
Mm-hmm.
of it. Okay, so the next song that we wanted to highlight is One of These Nights by Red Velvet. So a little bit of background of this song, at least according to what we kind of quickly found, was that this song is actually based on a Korean folk tale, and it's about how a talented weaver named Chiknyo fell in love with a young herder Kyunwoo who lived across the Milky Way. The weaver's father allowed them to marry, but soon they both neglected their duties soon after marrying. So, as a punishment, her father, the king, said that they could only see each other once a year on the seventh day of the seventh month. However, they could not cross the Milky Way to get to each other. So, crows and magpies worked together to form a bridge across the Milky Way for the couple. After a while, their sadness would eventually return because they had to wait another year before meeting again. And it's said that, if it rains on that night, it is believed that it is believed that that is the couple's tears. Um, so, Amber, what were your thoughts about this song?
This is the first time I actually listened to this song, and I really liked it. I liked everything about it. It was nice and smooth or whatever. And the vocals are really nice. I don't know, just everything about the song works together very well. I would say a lyric that I liked is in that short moment, everything stopped for you and me. why didn't I know that was a miracle? And I think, I don't know, it really stuck out to me because people sometimes they say, like, when you're with someone that you really love, it feels like time has stopped. And like this lyric is like, why didn't I just like take that time to cherish that moment a little more? And kind of based on what you said, the folktale, it kind of goes with it, because if they weren't able to see each other but once a year, it's like, oh, you really got to cherish every single moment you have with that person in that moment. And that's something that they were regretting. So yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, and building on that, the lyrics in the song do I feel like reference back to the folktale as well, because they talk about, one of the lyrics says, waiting to me is just a trivial daily routine. Um, well, actually, no. Before I get into that one, the one that I actually thought also references, being able to see each other once a year, is when they talk about they say I'm spending more time away than when I loved you, um, beyond the Milky Way in a distant, faraway place. I thought that, that goes back to them only being able to see each other once a year. So it does make sense. Another lyric that I really liked was the first one I had said that referenced, longing for someone. Waiting to me is just a trivial daily routine. To me, that it kind of shows how they do this every day. They wait for this person every day without thinking of it as like something to check off their list for that day. It's something that just comes so naturally to them. It's a habit for them, that waiting for that person. So thought that was a good lyric. But the song itself, I don't know if I didn't have too much to say about the song. I just really like the song. Like I said, I think it's a very pretty song, and my favorite part of the song are all the modulations to get to, I guess, the chorus part. It was just different to me. I don't know, I guess normally, I don't know, it's just different how they transition into the chorus of the song. I think that's what stood out for me. And it's just a really pretty song. And yeah. So the last song that we have is LMM by Hwasa. Um, from doing a little bit of research again, we saw that LMM most likely stands for Lost My Mind. So, Amber, what are your thoughts about this song?
I've mentioned this before when we've talked about the song. I love the emotion that she portrays through her vocals, and how the lyrics are simple yet like can hold a lot of meaning. Um, Now, I have seen many interpretations of this song, and I can't, like, when I was doing research trying to figure out what it was about, and everybody just kind of had their own theories. So I wasn't going to go based off that. I'm going to just say, to me, the lyrics make you feel like, like you've lost something, like lost some direction, like you're just lost without direction, and it's starting to kind of drive you crazy. I mainly get this from the chorus where she says, do you want to get some more? We just lost sight. Do you want to go somewhere? We only try to avoid it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Again, yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if we try to take more, we're still just hanging around in the same place. So that's where I got the vibes from. I feel like sometimes in life you're just trying to get more, but like if you're not in the right place or like the right state of mind, you're always just like kind of going back to the same place sometimes, I feel. And sometimes you might try to like avoid that reality. And so yeah, and so it's just like a repeat it. And so that's where I got like the again, like here we go again with the same blood. Like I don't know what the yeah 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 part is, but to me it kind of felt like blah blah blah, and like it's just like blah blah blah, here we go again, here we go again. And so it's just like you're just always coming back to the same place. And so that's what I got from the song. The music video gave it a whole nother like idea to what the song was about, because yeah, so that's just what I thought it was. But overall, yeah, it's a beautiful song, and her voice sounds completely amazing. And I like when she does slow songs. So yeah, that's all I had to say.
Um, I mean, for me, I mean, I guess I could see that, like, because if the LMM stands for, lost my mind, I can see that, it's having, like, maybe having an internal struggle with herself, and that's where the like the here we go again type the part that you were talking about. I could see that kind of playing into it. I don't know. One of the theories that I saw, I mean, I feel like I kind of agree with it, because the one that I saw was is the song is basically her kind of battling these two personas within the song, which is, like the celebrity Hwasa versus like a regular Hwasa. And I mean, I kind of, in like looking again at the lyrics, I was like, I can kind of see that. And how in the music video where she's standing, so that part I think I got even when we originally talked about this song, where she was at the end, where she's in the music video where she's standing at the house, and then the other Hwasa is like in the field, and she's like shooting the arrows at field Hwasa, and Hwasa's able to dodge all of the arrows except for that one that's being shot by the house Hwasa. That part, I think I've always thought that was her saying that, like, she can dodge, the haters, what the other haters say, and she's the only one who can hurt herself. And so, yeah, I think at least with that part, I think I'm always kind of that I got, even when we originally talked about this song a while ago. At least my interpretation as well. um but I do like the idea that the hui part of the song is like the sound of the wind, um, and how the lyric talks about how the wind kind of hurts and heals her at the same time. So I thought that part was interesting, and also that the ya 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 part, again, ya 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 part, I feel like it does kind of, I mean, kind of going along also with what you're saying, that I felt like it was kind of about her calling out these dual personalities. And the lyrics were, and how I don't know, I felt like it called out like the dual personalities part, and how she was calling out to both selves throughout the song. Um, so I don't know, part of it is like, I pretty much, maybe I just agree with what you said then. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm saying dual personalities, and then you were saying that she's battling with her internal self, which I guess is technically, I guess, a dual personality. But I guess, from my perspective, my I guess theory, I guess, or I guess that I agreed with, was that there's two personas that she's talking about, and not just, I mean, I guess the internal struggle is her internal struggle is the internal struggle with the two personalities throughout the song. I feel like it's went in circles, but essentially, I guess I agree with you. But going back to the song itself, I just really love the song. I also love the dynamics and that Hwasa displays in this song, as well, like how she starts off kind of soft, and then it gets like more like emotional towards the end, and like just has a bigger impact towards the end. And then, yeah, and then like and everything just kind of crescendos at the end, and it goes along with the music video, because I mean, in the end, I mean, she shoots herself with the arrow. That's kind of a um impactful ending to a video. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say about this song. So, really great song.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I don't know, I guess that's like the cool thing about music, is that everybody can have their own interpretation of like what's happening, because like, and I guess the music, okay, here's my thing, like with the music video, I had a clear understanding of what she was trying to portray in the song. But I think if I was just like listening to it and reading the lyrics, that's kind of what I said earlier is kind of what I got from it. And so that's why I was like, it was just kind of like all over the place. Like it can be whatever you think it is and what it's like to you, I guess, and how you interpret it. So I think that's cool. So yeah, do you have like anything else you want to say about like any of these songs?
I don't think no, I think just overall, I really love all of these songs. There were a couple that, well, actually, no, the only one that I had never heard before, was Hyolin's song. And so going through um, this, I guess, episode and researching for it, I like that I'm able to be introduced to these types of episodes. I mean, I like that I'm able to be introduced to new songs by artists that I am familiar with sometimes. So that's always fun. But yeah, all of these songs are amazing. The artists are amazing. And I can't wait till we can till we do another one of these episodes. And it's always fun to give others recommendations of songs that we love, that in songs that we listen to on a daily basis. So that's always fun.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. I think most of these songs, except for One of These Nights, is like in my like slow jam playlist that I listen to. But that's only because like One of These Nights wasn't a song that I heard of until you talked about it just now. Or maybe not that I didn't hear them. Probably I might have come across it, but you know how sometimes you come across songs but you don't really pay attention to them, I guess. But like having to sit there and actually listen to it is definitely going on my list. So yeah, before we close out, we want to mention that we will not have an episode next week, but we will be back the following week. So be on the lookout. Also, with this episode, we would love to know what songs make you feel something. What are songs that you would add, or what songs on the list did you like? So let us know on our Instagram and Twitter at @the_AM podcast. There will be a link to a YouTube playlist with all of the songs that we talked about today in the description. So yeah, go to the description to find all that good stuff. If you like this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast. Thank you for listening in. As always, stay safe, and we will talk to you in 2 weeks. Okay, bye guys.